Nagkataon, si Frank invited me to a 7-foot junior reunion. So, so ako naman parang, oy, sige, panoorin kita. You know, because I was hoping, kasi it was in 70s Bistro.
So original lineup, kasama yung magkapatid na...
I didn't really know kung kasama si Mike. Kasi ang alam kong lineup ng 7-foot was si Alan lang.
Na kuya ni Mike.
Oo, kuya ni Mike. So, but I went there, you know, kasi 70s, medyo malapit kay na Mike.
Yeah.
So I was like, pakasakali, di ba? I might run into him there. So sige, I went. And then, luckily, he was there. And then, when the night was over, I just called him over. Sabi ko, lika dito, Mike, kwentuhan mo ko. And I don't think I'm
at liberty
to share what he told me, but yeah, we were able to share things, and even after my departure, there was no real tension between me and Mike.
So did his opening up to you give you comfort, or did it make you?
It gave me a little vindication as to the stuff that I was. Well, not really. It gave me a little vindication as to why I left.
Okay.
You know, because for the longest time, people didn't really know the story of why I left. Diba? Bigla ko na lang in-announce na wala na ako, and so.
Ang alam ko, and correct me if I'm wrong, akala ko you gave way dahil babalik na si Nathan.
No. They called Nathan because they didn't want me to perform. I do not know who they are in the whole band. I don't know who the people are that didn't want me on stage, but they didn't want me with the band. So basically, they suspended me. So they called Nathan to fill in.
So fill in lang dapat muna yun.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you feel nung nangyari yun?
The first time kasi, it was tense.
Okay.
So when Kaka called me, was it Kaka? No, it was Raymond.
Okay. Raymond's the manager, Kaka is the road manager.
Yeah. So when Raymond called me, he was like, Norbs, mag-absent ka muna sa next gig kasi ayaw ka nila makita.
So may tension na ganun.
Mm-hmm. So I'm like, well, kung...
Si Papa yun.
Ako may attention mo bigla.
So
yung mga tao.
Teka, bubuksan ko yung mic mo. Ayan. Teka.
Yung mga tao, Mr. Chair?
Hindi, yun nga, hindi ako sure kung sino yung nila or sila, di ba? But this was coming from Raymond na parang they don't want you on stage. They don't want you at the gig. So I'm like, well, kung kunyari, okay, I won't filter na. Sabi ni Fabul, Mark doesn't want to see me.
Marcus Cueta.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ako naman, sabi ko, well, if Mark doesn't want to see me, siya mag-absent.
So, teka, for you to say that, equal ba kayo or siya ba may final say dahil long-standing member siya? Hindi ko alam.
At the time, I thought I had a voice.
Okay.
You know, so I voiced out some concerns that I thought would benefit the band. You know, it wasn't really what's the word?
Self-aggrandizing?
Something like that. But it wasn't really to raise myself up or to put myself in the front or, you know, to make me the bida or anything. It was really for the benefit of the band.
And magkababata kayo, sabi mo nga.
Oo.
So parang kaming dalawa ni... Gumagana na ba yung mic mo?
Hello.
Oh,
yeah.
So, Mr. Chair, do you wish for an
so your honor,
executive session? Kailangan mo ba ng executive session? Or are you comfortable telling it in the public?
Hindi ko po maalala, Your Honor.
Okay, going back to the farm.
No, but really, I you know, parang, yun nga, because we were, I've known Mark since I was like 7 years old. Or 8 years old, mga ganon. So, and I'd been with Rivermaya at the time, 5 years already.
Wow.
So I was like, okay, I thought I can express my voice, you know.
So hindi kayo nag-usap ng diretso harap-harapan?
No. There's a backstory to that. we had a gig in 70s Bistro wherein I lost my temper. And I admit I did, and it was very unprofessional. I admit that. And then after that, we had a gig. I'm not sure it was the next day, basta the next gig after that incident, walang kumakausap sa akin. And it was at Checkpoint, my bar. So we did a gig there. Walang kumakausap sa akin. Tapos lahat ng mga kanta na dapat kakantahin ko, wala sa setlist.
Oh, sa sarili mong bar.
Oo. So I was like, what's going on here? Diba? So they're not talking to me. They took out all of my songs. Diba? So what's going on? Diba? So sige lang. Tugtog lang ako. And then...
ba't di mo pa kinausap nung time na yun?
Well, yun nga. It's two things. Diba? Parang, sige, hindi ako lumapit. Fine. I admit to that. Hindi ako lumapit and I said, guys, sorry about 70s. I didn't do that. Pero at the same time, wala ring lumapit sa akin. Walang nagtanong, dude, ano nangyari? Anong nangyari doon?
So para kayo hindi magkakabanda, no?
Oo, di ba?
Ay, di. Para kayong banda na hindi magkakaibigan. Parang ganon.
Parang ganon. Parang, so it could have gone, di ba? Parang, we're both at fault here.
Okay.
Di ba? So, I didn't apologize for what happened. Nobody reached out to me to ask why that happened. Di ba? So, after that night, I wrote an email to Mark and Mike. And it just expressed stuff that I was feeling. Not naman the stuff that happened that 70s Bistro one. It wasn't that. But it was stuff that I was feeling for a long time. And some friends...
Naipon na.
Oo, naipon. And some friends can bear witness to that kasi that was around March of 2016 when I did that. I was already expressing these feelings siguro mga September, August of the previous year.
Of 2015. Yeah.
Mm. So, tapos kami ni Ryan, being the younger members, we would talk about it, kami. Because a lot of the time, when we're on the road, kami ni Ryan ang roommates. So, being the new members, we would talk na parang, bakit kaya ganito? Bakit kaya ganyan? And we're new in the industry, di ba?
Oo nga pala. Ito yung first mainstream talaga.
This is the first band na nakasign. Di ba yung ganon?
Yeah.
Di ba? And shooting music videos and stuff like that. So, syempre, we don't know how things go. So, we were just wondering, parang bakit ganyan? Bakit ganito? So, those are the things that I wrote. I was like, bakit ganito? Parang, we're Rivermaya. Shouldn't we be the ones saying what goes and what doesn't? Yung mga ganon. And then, a few other things, like voice lessons, set lists, stuff like that.
Voice lessons for whom? For you?
For everybody.
Okay.
We have free voice lessons. We have a vocal coach, si Jojo Acosta. He gives us free voice lessons. Whenever we feel like it, we can just call him and say, I need a lesson now. And he'll make the time for us. Sometimes siya pa yung nangungulit sa amin.
Wow.
He's
Ganon kasama, ha?
No, but he was very, very hands-on, and he was very diligent about helping us improve,
Right.
And I live in Parañaque, and our coach's studio is
Quezon City.
in front of Ateneo.
Oh my God, magkabilang dulo.
So
Wala bang friendship road hanggang?
wala, dude, wala. Wala pa yung bagong Skyway. Wala pa yun. So anyway, I would drive for about 2 hours maybe for a 45-minute lesson every weekend. Ever since we met Coach Jojo. I've been doing that every week for a lesson, for a 45-minute lesson. And so he's in QC sa may Ateneo. So I pointed that out. Sabi ko, si Mark taga Commonwealth at the time. I don't know where he lives now. Si Mike taga Marikina at the time. I don't know where he lives now. But they were much, much closer than where I'm from.
Than you and Ryan.
Oo, di ba? Si Ryan naman, I don't think he had any interest of singing, of replacing bamboo. So but the other two, since we were all co-vocalists
Yes.
already, parang, dude, you live like 20 minutes away. You live like 30 minutes away. Just go, but siguro they went for maybe the first 2 months
And then hindi na.
and then hindi na.
Pero ikaw na malayo.
Oh, I still have my lessons till now.
O hindi, pero masipag ka naman kasi mag-commute. Naalala mo, Bray, di ba? Akala mo nakatira rin siya sa compound, sa Cubao.
Everyone taga QC.
Oo.
Diba?
Oo. But I was there every day.
Oo.
Yeah.
Pero kaninong funding yun?
Libre.
Kaya walang funding yun
No.
from the band?
No funding.
From the management?
No.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Kusa lang.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-mm.
O tapos,
So yun. So that was one thing that I pointed out because, parang my point is parang bro, we're Rivermaya. Perform like fucking Rivermaya.
Yeah.
Diba? Parang let's not.
may standard.
Oo, diba? There has to be a standard. Parang when we perform the Rivermaya songs, let's not give any space na parang, oy, may bandang nag-cover ng mas maganda. Diba? I don't want that.
Yeah.
Diba? I don't think any band wants that, diba? So,
Tsaka big shoes to fill yun, ha?
yeah.
May Bambo kang kumanta.
Oo.
May Rico kang kumanta.
Oo.
Di ba?
Yeah. So, that was one thing that I pointed out. So the things that I pointed out, it was really, I wanted it to benefit the group.
Right.
It was nothing selfish. I wasn't saying na parang mas magaling ako kumanta sa inyo, so ako nasa harap. I didn't say that. So, but, and then in return, they didn't respond to my email. I got a call from Fabul.
Ganun na kagad?
Mm-mm.
But Fabul works for you guys.
Mhm.
Or no?
He was the manager
Okay.
of Rivermaya. So,
you got a call and sinuspend ka because of that email.
yeah.
Tapos, hindi ka na pinabalik and di na kayo nag-usap after that.
Well, we set a meeting. So when Fabul called, he was like, "Wag ka muna pumunta sa next gig." Yan, and I was like, "All right." And then I think it was Kaka naman that called me saying that we need a meeting. And I was like, "Okay." And I even nag-request pa nga ako, sabi ko, "Sa meeting na yan, pwede kasama pati crew."
Okay.
And they didn't allow it, So, but anyway, the meeting happened, but Mark wasn't there. And parang, di ba, Mark and I, we met up when you were still in town.
Yeah.
We talked about that, why he wasn't there and why he didn't want to see me.
Bakit daw?
And he explained it to me, and I accept naman his explanation. He said that he was saddened by what was happening, so he couldn't really face me, and I'll take it.
Okay.
So now Mark and I are fine. I have no bad blood with him. The things that happened between us during that time when I separated, that's gone. That's under the bridge now. It's and just going back to it right now, I mean, yes, it's bringing back some feelings, but I've let it go.
But Ryan stayed.
Ryan stayed.
What was your conversation with Ryan? Kasi I'm pretty sure nag-usap din kayo.
Yeah.
Was he there when you were let go?
Yes. I know. I wasn't let go.
Suspended pala.
Yeah. But yes, he was there. And he was just trying to keep the peace. He was really, if anybody who was acting like a manager, it was Ryan. But at that meeting, all of the things that I pointed out in my email weren't really covered. It was like I was gaslighted na parang, they were like, "Oh, Norbs, yung next music video, kanta mo na yung sinulat mo." So I was like, I'm not asking for that. Parang, I wasn't asking for that. And then there was even a part of a conversation where they said na parang, actually, we were thinking nga, some gigs, ikaw na yung nasa harap eh. I was like, I never asked for that. Parang, let's talk about this stuff because this is what you guys are mad at me about. But we never really talked about it.
Tapos, ano yung personal conversation yun ni Ryan?
Si Ryan, he was just very lang.
May inclination ka ba na aalis siya?
Not really. Kasi si Ryan, I've known him for, dude, a long time. I've known him since 90s something.
Yep. Tsaka since downtown, drum and bass kayong dalawa.
Yes. So, you know, he's not from well-to-do living, you know. So
he needed that gig.
He needed that. So parang diyan ka lang. Parang even me, I was like, diyan ka lang.
In-assure mo sa kanya na, you know, magkapatid tayong dalawa pero diyan ka lang.
Oo. Diba? Parang kailangan mo yan. Make your money. You know, it doesn't have to be fun, but make your money. Do it. Diba? And you know, for the most part naman, he was still enjoying it eh. You know, parang...
Was he let go or did he leave?
He left.
He left.
Yeah.
Did you know why?
Same reasons I left.
Voice lessons.
No, it was well, ito.
Ano yun?
Mukhang fast talk na yung susunod na segment.
Hindi kasi
Tito P.
kasi one thing na issue sa akin, name, like ikaw, nakanood ka ng Rivermaya show, di ba?
Yeah.
What are the songs that they play, di ba? You know the songs that they'll play. Elisiki Sap Mata, Awit ng Kabataan, Ulan, 214, Umaaraw, Liwanag, ganyan. Di ba? They'll get paid what? $500,000 pesos, I don't know, upwards of that maybe, to play those songs.
Right.
But they'll also play 70s Bistro for dinner and drinks and play the same songs.
So nadidevalue yung...
Yeah. So my suggestion was parang when we're doing the big gigs, sure, bring out the big guns, diba? But when we're doing a bar gig, let's do stuff that, you know, that we don't normally do.
Yung mga bagong kanta.
Oh, push the new stuff, play the obscure stuff, yung mga Faithless. But I love Faithless, man. Yung mga ganon, diba?
Ano yung kanta nyo na parang Mumford and Sons na...
Shit.
Change King. Paborito ko yun eh.
That's on
Si Michael
our
gumawa
album.
nun.
Si Mike ang sumulat nun.
Gusto ko yun. Parang hindi kayo yun. But you sang nito, si Mike.
Si Mike yun. Mike yun.
Ganda.
I can't remember the title.
Pero
What's wrong with me?
Pero ganda na song na yun. Right?
Yeah.
That's a nice song.
Yeah.
So yung mga ibig mo sabihin, yung mga songs na gano'n.
Yeah, diba? The obscure stuff. And kasi may cult following, diba?
Oh yeah.
The Free album has a cult following. Diba? Yung mga ganon. So that's what I was suggesting na parang the smaller gigs, let's do that. You know? Yeah, and there was even a show that we did in a province. I forget which province. I was so happy kasi lumapit sa akin si Kaka. Sabi ni Mark, kayo gumawa ng setlist.
Oh.
I was like, yes! Diba? So gawa kami ni Ryan. Ang saya namin dalawa. And then we gave it to Kaka. Yan. And then pagdating sa stage, iba. I was like,
hindi naman sinamin tutugtugin yung setlist.
you know, so yeah, so that was one of my concerns na parang yun nga, it was devaluing the big shows. Diba? Parang why will we pay this much nga if we can go to 70s Bistro and have a beer and see the same songs?
Visit AbbaEServices.com for fast medical transcription service. This podcast episode is brought to you by AB Music Creative.